Changes from the team that lost to Pakistan. In a bid for wickets, Carl Bolfin replaced Gavin Larson and Matthew Hart replaced the out-of-form Matt Horn. For Scotland, well, they were unchanged, despite that hammering they received from the West Indies. Gavin Hamilton, even before today, had scored more runs than any Englishman in the World Cup. Well, mindful of this whole run rate scenario, when Stephen Fleming won the toss, he asked Scotland to bat, and will join the action in the third over. There's no runs on the board at the moment. Allott's bowling to Mike Smith, and our commentary team is Mike Denness, Simon Mann, Jeremy Coney, and first of all, Jack Bannister.
Plenty of in-swing back into the right-hander with Scotland away. Halfway through the third over in the first run.
Great cheer from the local crowd there, seeing their team off the mark.
Nash to Smith. It's a brave one, but it's a fatal one. It's out. Well, Smith never really settled. There's been movement all through the first few overs, and Smith, thinking that something had got to happen, goes for the big one and fails.
Regrettably, another poor start for Scotland. Smith, who finds a ball on his middle and off, tries to pick it up over mid-wicket and only succeeds in skying it to wide mid-on. Smith out for one and Scotland 2 for 1.
New batsman, captain George Salmond. Nash to Allingham. Oh, what a no ball called. But what a lethal delivery.
Ball that has bounced from very full length, very appreciably. It's a no ball. And he's got a glove straight through to Perori. But fortunately, Allingham is still in the crease because it's a no ball. The ball has risen very steeply off this pitch.
Allott to Salmon. Leg byes given. Umpire Rudy Cutson signals 4 of them. Allott to Salmon. Another swinger. And given him. Well, certainly Geoff Allott, whenever he's got it in the slot and swung it back to the right-hander, he's looked much more dangerous than when he's pushing the ball across the right-hander. The Scottish captain Salmon now has gone LBW to Allott, and at the end of the 7th over, Scotland in trouble again at 11 for 2.
Once again, Allott has pitched the ball up. And yes, it is pulled back into George Salmon, and that does look very adjacent. As Rudy Cutson, the umpire, has given George Salmon out for 1. And Scotland really in terrible trouble at the moment, 11 for 2.
New batsman Gavin Hamilton, top scored for Scotland in each of the first 4 games.
Oh, another good delivery. Half an appeal from Dion Nash. I think he was more excited about the delivery than the possibility of a wicket.
Well, this is a perler. Look at this move back into Hamilton. Oh, that's cut him in half. really in the straight leg. He's almost got the leg out of the way. That's just passed over middle and leg, hasn't it? Wee bit too much bounce.
Allott to Allingham. And that's out. Catching practice for Fleming at first slip. It's been a real struggle for Mike Allingham, and it's over.
Well, jubilation for that man on screen, Geoff Allott. And this has been the problem for the Scots really this morning and in other matches. Just playing outside the off stump. You see there, just hanging the washing out to dry a little. And a little edge, presenting the edge, and it's just carried through to Stephen Fleming. Got a safe pair of hands. Allingham out, 2 off 25. The Scots, 12 for 3.
Ian Stanger, the new batsman for Scotland. And he's come in at a difficult time. And he's away first ball. And he'll come back for 2 as well. Relief all round the ground. Nash to Stanger. And that goes down to fine leg for 4. An inadvertent stroke. But they all count. Bulfin to Hamilton. And that's a pleasant shot. The best of the morning so far.
Another couple. Takes Hamilton into double figures. Buff into Hamilton. You bowl out there, give Hamilton any width, and he'll take you. Just goes to 4. Second 4 for Hamilton. Certainly be 2, maybe 3. Brings up the 50 in the 20th over. That's a good recovery from Scotland.
Good positive cricket from Scotland there. Ready to take the quick singles. Both batsmen responding instantly to the call.
Got what it deserved. Short, it was wide, and at that pace, it's cost 3 runs. Nathan Astle to bowl from the nursery end. That's the 50 partnership. What a good one as well. It's come off 77 balls. Astle to Hamilton. Oh, out. Hamilton, having done a lot of the hard work, really a giveaway wicket. They were frustrating New Zealand, and as a result, Astle takes the wicket. Hamilton goes 66 for 4 in the 25th.
Gavin Hamilton will be very disappointed with this. He tries to get it more over mid-wicket. Just passes it straight to Allott, mid-on. Gavin Hamilton goes for 20.
New batsman James Brinkley.
Allott to Brinkley. And he's gone. Good catch by Perore. He had to go a long way to take that. And Allott's made another breakthrough.
Well, Captain Fleming has brought back Nash. Now also the other opening bowler, Allott. And a little outside edge. And a good commitment, I think, from Perore. He's very pleased with that.
.68 for 5. Greg Williamson, the new batsman, playing his second match in the World Cup. Cairns to Stanger. Comfortable catch. Taken by Astle at slip, and the bowling change has worked. Cairns takes the wicket. Stanger's gone.
Well, that'll make him feel a little better. And let's just have a look at the line and length of this ball. Bringing Stanger onto the front foot, as the Scots like to do. And a good innings from Stanger.
Alec Davis is the new batsman. He's the Scotland wicketkeeper. Alec to Davis. Poor ball, and that's put away. Ball fin to Davis. That's a nice shot. 4 runs. Ball fin to Williamson. Just over second slip. The second slip was in this time. Bit of luck for Williamson.
Well, this gets a wee bit of bounce this time and gets off the shoulder of the bat. And just over Astle. Twose cleaning up.
That's a lovely shot. Beats Harris this time. And that's another boundary. And Ballfin's proving a little bit expensive. 93 for 6 after 33.
New bowler is Chris Harris. These are all precious runs. 4 wides given. Astle to Williamson. Well, that's the 100 up. It's come up in the 35th over. The 50 came in the 20th. So, recovery of sorts.
Catch it, Ike.
Got him. Well, Chris Harris, the change of pace, slower delivery. Williamson goes caught and bowled. He's gone for 10 in the 36th over, 100 for 7.
And the drinks break has helped New Zealand again. Williamson just playing a little bit early at the slow pace of Chris Harris. Williamson goes for 10. Scotland 100 for 7.
New batsman John Blain. And given him first ball. What a double strike by Chris Harris. First Williamson and then Blain. LBW first ball. And the game swinging all New Zealand's way in the 36th over, 100 for 8.
Just the way that Harris tosses this ball up. It's very adjacent, straightforward. I don't think John Blain really can have any problems with that. So he's out first ball for naught, and Scotland are now 100 for 8.
New batsman is Asim Butt to defend the hat-trick ball from Chris Harris. That's his area. 4 or 6, and 6 signalled. Even 3 or 4 blows like that can make this New Zealand task much more difficult.
Well, Asim Butt is not going to hang around here. The ball's up. It's going to go over long on. It won't be long before New Zealand put a fielder back there.
Gone for the big one again and fetched it. Could be out. The man's been put there for it and takes it. Well, that was a well-laid trap. Roger Twose, the catcher. And now 110 for 9. Asim Butt going for a second 6 and missing by 7 or 8 yards.
And a well-judged catch by Roger Twose, reversing the hands, keeping his eye on the ball. Asim Butt, 10 off 10 deliveries. Scotland are now 110 for 9.
New batsman is Nick Dyer. The batsman crossed. Nash to Davies. It's a good shot. New Zealand desperate to avoid a significant last wicket partnership. Just the 2.
This is a good shot by Alex Davis. Hunches the ball down, it bounces high over the top of a cover point fielder. There's the New Zealand captain just working out what run rate he's got. He's got all the facts and figures provided by his 12th man for him. Probably a little calculator in his pocket as well.
Chris Harris back in the attack. He's taken 3 wickets so far. Bowls to Alex Davis, who drives down the ground. This could be out. And the catch is taken by Daniel Vittori, the substitute fielder. And it's all over for Scotland. 121 all out. And now it's time for the calculators.
Chris Harris pulls the ball up, and it's up in the air. 12th man Vittori comes in from long off. Considering he hasn't been out there for very long, takes the catch very easily. And Alex Davis is out for 24. Very good knock from him. The last Scotland, 121 all out.
Well, another bad start from the Scots. 12 for 3 at one stage. Again undermined any hopes of a big score. They were partially rescued by the ever-reliable Hamilton, who's now the competition's 3rd highest run scorer, Stanger and Davis. Well, as you saw, Chris Harris rattled through the lower order. But the most interesting stat there is another 3 wickets for Geoff Allott, which means he's the tournament's leading wicket taker at the moment. They didn't have things all their own way. We join it for the second ball of the innings. There's no score on the board.
Matthew Hart playing in his first World Cup match.
Bowled him leg stump. The breakthrough almost immediately for Scotland. Hart brought into the side, and he's lasted 2 balls.
Well, it hit the leg stump very hard. In fact, probably on the full, no, just before the leg stump. It's hit the base of it, and Hart going across. Blain on target. Well, Craig McMillan has batted number 3 for New Zealand throughout this tournament. He likes to play length and width, so anything well up This is Hart missing a ball, just yorked himself really, looking to work it down the leg side.
Oh, lovely shot from McMillan. First ball, gets after it straight away. Asim Butt to Nathan Astle. Runs for Astle. There'll be one, and he comes back for two. So he's off the mark. Blain to Astle. Advances down the pitch and clubs it for four. His intentions are clear. A no ball and a single. One on the misfield, so that's two. Plus one for the no ball, it's three. Bad fielding. New Zealand won't mind how they come. That's another good shot. Astle coming back for two more.
Well, Blain just getting into the leg stump of Astle here. Perhaps moving in there slightly. He runs very wide.
He goes to the big shot. Shout for the catch behind and he's out. He's reached double figures this time, but he can't go on. He's gone for 11, and it's 19 for 2.
Well, Astle playing on length this time. Really looked to wind that one through the offside. All he did was succeed to get a little edge. Caught Davis. New Zealand 19 for 2.
Roger Twose, the new batsman, coming in ahead of his captain Stephen Fleming. Just stopped on the boundary, but they can come back for 3. Safely completed. Well, he goes for it, it's up in the air. And it's taken, dropped. Well, Allingham, he had it, and then he let it slip.
Well, they're never easy. Two's getting a toe ender to this, so it's skied more. And Allingham at mid-on, running away at his back to the wicket. Really just doesn't quite get a hand on that at all.
That's a much better stroke from Twose. Brings him 4. Lovely shot from Roger Twose. It's a chase. Touch and go. And they're limited to 3. Blain to McMillan. Good stroke. Beats fine leg. Not a great effort down there. I thought for one moment it could have been a catch, but it was 1 bounce and then 4. Blain to Twose. Launches it over the top, and that's 4 more. Down to third man, and 1 bounce to Asim Butt. So Twose is going for it, and so far he's getting away. Hamilton to Twose, and over the top again, and 4 again. The 50 up for New Zealand. Changing the field now. Hamilton to Twose, and it's dropped! James Brinkley at short extra cover.
Well, this is very difficult to understand how this has happened. It's straight in, and dear me, there it is on the ground.
More punishment for Hamilton. Twose goes over the top again, and things beginning to go New Zealand's way. Asim Butt to Roger Twose. Twose goes for the big shot again, and again he gets away with it. Goes for the big shot, and that's 6. Who'd be a bowler? And that single brings up the 50 partnership between these two.
But to Twose. Oh, he's the danger man, and they've dropped him twice. There goes another 4. It's his 5th 4 plus a 6. This could be out, but falling safe or not. That's the 3rd chance of sorts that Twose has given. He's got away with 3 runs. 1 easy one and 2 difficult ones. This time has got to be out. Well, Hamilton's deserved something, and McMillan just really trying to push a single and let Twose have the strike, has been caught and bowled by Hamilton. He's gone for 19, and New Zealand 81 for 3 in the 12th.
McMillan getting caught in no man's land. The ball just bounces a bit more than he expected. Got quite high up the bat, but that's a deserving wicket for Hamilton.
New batsman, the New Zealand captain, Stephen Fleming. A great start for the New Zealand captain. Three runs, the end of the 12th, 84 for 3. Blain to Twose. Well, that's one way to break the stumps. 1 at each end for Twose.
Just watch the way he runs here now. Watches the ball. He hears the call from Fleming, and off he goes. Straight down the middle of the wicket. Davis decides not to throw it, but there he goes. Dive. He won't hit the wicket, but I will.
Blain to Fleming. As good a shot as we've seen. Bowled him. Fleming, and Blain gets his man. End of the 13th over, and 92 for 4.
Well bowled, John Blain. He stuck to it very much. He gets the ball wide of the off stump again. Indifferent bounce, bottom edge, onto the stumps. Disappointment for Stephen Fleming. He's out for 7.
New batsman is Chris Cairns. Hamilton, he's bowling to Cairns. Brings up the 100. That's all Twose has to do. Roger Twose 50. It's come off only 44 balls. He's had his luck. He's been dropped 3 times, played and missed a dozen. That innings of Twose, 50 off 45 balls. Has put New Zealand well on track. He's now facing Blain.
Yes, I think what we've seen here from Roger Twose, while there has been some good fortune, now that the field has dispersed after 15 overs, we're seeing an entirely different innings. Almost if we've seen 2 distinct innings as an approach from Roger Twose. Played the big shots early, and now we're seeing him just nurdling the ball around.
Better timing. It'll be worth 3. "17 overs gone, 111 for 4.
Yes, perhaps it's just a little bit of inexperience here from the Scots to prevent New Zealand just accumulating these last few runs, particularly that man Roger Twose. He's done this many times.
Cairns on strike to Hamilton. Four runs, ever closer.
Well, Cairns looking to come forward here to attack and then just adjusting the shot, opening the face. And you heard the cry from Twose, push him, Cairnsy.
That's a big hit. Over the ropes, end of the game. What a way to finish it. Cairns hits Hamilton for 6. New Zealand, having to score 122 off 21.2 overs, have got there with over 3 overs to spare. They win by 6 wickets, the end of Scotland's first World Cup campaign, and a continuation of New Zealand for theirs at the expense of the West Indies.
Well, fairly easy meet in the end, though the Scots didn't help themselves, obviously, with those 4 dropped catches. Roger Twose riding his luck, the top scorer with 54 not out. And despite these figures, Jim Love, the Scotland coach, says he hopes that Gavin Hamilton never plays for Scotland again. He's too good and should be rushed into the England team forthwith, was his verdict. It's been great to have him in the team, and he can certainly play a bit. So, confirmation of the result, and the Scots sadly leaving without a single victory. But they did, of course, last longer than England in the competition, albeit only by a day. And